Did you know that finding reasons to feel gratitude can help you become happier, more grounded, and more resilient? In the spirit of Thanksgiving, we're sharing things we're grateful for, big and small.
Welcome to the DIESOL podcast, where we focus on developing innovation in English as a second or other language. I'm Brent Warner, professor of ESL, author, a few other things, and Ixchell Reyes, happy to be here with you as always, award-winning educator, professional development, and teacher training, and all the other good things we keep talking about. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
Happy
Thanksgiving.
pre-Thanksgiving. Are
It's
you
never too
go
late to be thankful.
Yeah. Are you planning on chopping any turkey heads off?
I am planning on sleeping
Mm-hmm.
because sleeping is sacred.
Ah, indeed,
And
indeed.
you? Traveling anywhere?
Uh, Not traveling, but like some local family stuff maybe going on. Maybe slightly ahead of
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving, but yeah. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to a little focus on the family time.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
not the organization, actual real focus focusing on my family. Not as sure about the organization. Although I'm sure, you know, some good things must happen out there too. I don't really know much about it. So how are you? Otherwise, ready to get into this? We decided to talk
I
about being thankful for things, right?
being thankful for things, all the things,
All
many
right.
things.
Yeah, so we said, hey, like let's get a little bit thematic this time around. And
Mm-hmm.
so we're like, hey, let's talk about some things, some people, just some ideas, some things in our field that we're kind of have been grateful for. But you're like, hey, let's go do the research and see a little bit of the information. So why do we want to be thankful for things, Michelle?
Well, it actually, and this is, I think many people might know this, but it's important to know that when you find things to be grateful for, your brain is actually releasing dopamine and serotonin,
Mm,
and that there's research from Harvard and UC Davis that shows some of that. And if you're not familiar with those two chemicals, they are the happy chemicals. So
mm,
that means you're able to be a little more calm during difficult times. And if you're resilient, you have a stronger will to survive and not just survive, but thrive. So,
mm.
this overall groundedness, I think, at any point in our lives as teachers or just as people is necessary to cultivate. And if we can make better decisions under stress, so we know that life doesn't become less stressful, right?
Not recently, anyways. Yeah.
Then who doesn't want to be better at being able to make better decisions and remaining calm and remaining logical when things when things happen or when the sky feels like it's falling apart or falling down.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I like that. The stronger will to survive and
Mhm.
thrive. So I'll get started. I'm thankful for Wall. I'm thankful for empty LaCroix can. I'm gonna be thankful for everything because I need a stronger will to survive and thrive at the
If
moment.
you're
So,
drinking LaCroix right now, that's
uh-huh.
a privilege. You know that?
Bubbly water.
'Cause
Yep.
some places don't have clean water. So there you go.
That is true. That's a good
Hmm.
point. Well, I'm not drinking it right now. I drank it yesterday and left the can out, but I'm thankful for it regardless. Okay, cool.
Well,
So we kind of said, hey, let's jump back and forth. Let's talk about a few
hmm,
things. I'll get started if that's okay, and
go for
then
it.
we'll just jump back and forth. So I'm gonna start with we've mentioned a friend of the show several times,
Hmm.
Susan Akavan. Hey, Susan.
Susan.
So, this is yes, we're thankful for Susan, but this is a little bit less about Susan specifically, but about the work that she has done. So, at our school, she puts together these mini conferences for our adult ESL teachers, and they're kind of community led and community built. And so we just did the 12th one. I was just in the audience, just watching, and it was very cool because a lot of our colleagues were like just sharing what they're doing in their classes with like low prep
Hmm.
ideas. And a lot of them were just kind of so simple and wonderful and easy to implement that it was
Hmm.
really nice just to see the idea that, like, hey, all these teachers are out here just kind of helping each other out, providing support for one another. And so, through this consortium, which Susan has done a lot of time organizing, a lot of the colleagues, one, get to know each other and also get to share ideas with each other and then improve their practice. And so I just love that idea of like that local growth, right? Local
Mm-hmm.
PD, really keeping it, focused on the people that are around you. There's
Mm-hmm.
so many good ideas from people that are right by you. And so I just want to be thankful for that because it's like, hey, you don't have to go all over the place to find
Mm-hmm.
things, right? It's like
Mm-hmm.
there is great, great stuff right in your backyard. And so that was a good reminder for me too of just like how many good teachers there are working in the room right next to us and how much awesome stuff they're doing and also willing to share.
Well, that goes along with what I'm thankful for. And this is curious colleagues. I am so thankful for people who are curious, who ask questions, who are constantly wondering, what if we did this? What if we could do that? Why don't we try this? It's
Mm,
always the people who are inspiring me to learn and inspiring me to look at things from a different perspective and also maybe push me a little bit past my comfort zone when I feel like I'm starting to get in my comfort zone. One of those people in my life this year is Liliana Lom. I call her Lily. She's my colleague and she's my friend. And she is ambitious, amazing, talented. She's smart, she's creative. But I think what I am so thankful for is that she shares everything.
mm,
And she has a heart for teachers and she has a heart for professional development. And she has a heart for students, especially language learners, but she is not holding her information hostage. She shares it. And I can't imagine someone who's more supportive of me there right now. And
nice.
along with that, there's another colleague I have. Her name is Suzanne Rizzo, and she's just a big supporter of the show and a believer in the professional development aspect. You may have heard of her. She presents at DIESOL often. So those two people um, inspire me to do more and encourage me. So thank you.
Nice.
Curious
Nice.
colleagues. I'm sure you have some in your organization.
Yeah. Oh, and can we just throw in?
Yes.
Go tell them thankful. Go tell them that you're thankful for them, right? Like,
Yes. Yes.
so, let them know. Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to switch gears a little bit. So my next thing is Tesol recently released a position statement on AI for the ELT profession. Um, and
Mm-hmm.
so I don't know if I'm going to read the whole thing here, but
Which I couldn't find, by the way.
it is available. There's a link in the show notes directly to it.
Yes.
And so I'll read the first kind of sentence or like first sentence slash paragraph. So TESOL International Association calls for the responsible and ethical integration of artificial intelligence in English language teaching and learning and stands opposed to efforts that devalue, diminish, or displace the roles of the English language teaching professional. And it goes on a little bit from there. It's actually not particularly long. There's no information on here, so I'm not going to say anything directly, but I may or may not have been involved with some of the writing of this statement. And so
Hmm. Hmm.
if you're not supposed to say I definitely was not involved, otherwise, I only may or may not have been involved. So, anyways, but I'm glad this is out. The nice thing is that it's making a claim, it's making a statement, it's saying, hey, there is a position on this, and this idea does matter here. And so, if you haven't seen it, it just came out very recently. The TESOL position statement. And you can use that to kind of guide some of your ideas, or maybe if you're kind of trying to either come up with classroom policies or for, sharing ideas with your school, it might be useful as well.
Cool. Well, I am very thankful for the TESOL country affiliates.
Mm,
Of course, I work with international pre-service teachers and teachers who need the foundation, who've been
hmm
teaching but need the foundation. And I find that they have never been told about TESOL. They don't understand that there may be an affiliate in their nation. And these are people that are friends of the show. We have friends of the show that are from all these different affiliates, and they have great resources, and it's a good professional community overseas. So TESOL Spain, Co-TESOL, TESOL Kurdistan. And I've just felt so grateful that I can send my teacher trainees when they're finished with their program with a resource right in their home country.
Mm-hmm.
And just again, to oftentimes these teachers are going to go where there may be not be as much support as we have here, and maybe not as many chances for professional development. But if they can just find someone in their TESOL affiliate, that just means so much. And so I'm so grateful that they exist.
Yeah, that's great. I'll also say, I guess this is the last little bit about TESOL as the organization
Mm,
itself. So I was recently in a thing with the English language program and kind of representing TESOL and a few other things. And so one thing I guess I didn't know, or I kind of only knew in the back of my head, is that TESOL also provides reduced rate membership for people from people who live in countries with a lower GDP. So it's kind
mm,
of nice that they like if it might be really
mm-hmm,
expensive to say, hey, it's going to
mm-hmm,
cost you $60 or whatever the annual
mm-hmm.
price is, and they're like, oh well, we're getting down to 30, and they're even trying to get lower and lower down to the point where they can offer memberships for free for people. So if you're not sure, or if you're kind of in another country and you're like, I can't afford these things, it might be worth looking at and just checking into some of the details. And especially, I
Yeah.
think they said in the new year they're really going to be pushing
Oh,
for
good.
more ways to get people in for even cheaper or free.
Good. And we will have the link in the show notes. I know a lot of my students will, it's a little bit harder for them to find it on the main page.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have the link in the notes.
Great. Um, Okay. So next is this is kind of just a general group, I think. I'm kind of calling them the sharers.
The
So the
sharers.
sharers, yeah, you had some of your people that are,
Mm-hmm.
with you on your campus. This is kind of more the broader ones. There are lots of people out there sharing, and this is totally unfair because there's no way I would even get close to mentioning all the people who are sharing a lot of amazing stuff. So I'm just grabbing a couple of a couple, and total apologies. I hope people would share in the show notes or just go out for their own Thanksgiving and say thanks to whoever is sharing out there that is useful. But I'm going to say a few people. So, one, Tyson Sabernt. We've talked about him a little bit in the past, and we tried to have him on the show once. Tyson does a lot of stuff around the LGBTQ community in English language teaching and
Mm.
materials creation. And it's interesting because a lot of times for me, I'm like, I don't know if that's totally my world, but it is, it's all of our world, right? That's one thing to
Mm-hmm.
remember. And then two, I just really like that there's someone out there who's out there advocating for a specific group and trying to say, hey, we have a place here. And so I think Tyson does a really good job of sharing that. Um, uh, Sarah Davila, we've mentioned her
Mm-hmm.
before on the show. She shares so much stuff, so much good stuff
Mm-hmm.
around like generative AI,
We gotta have
around
her on the show.
opportunity. We're going to. I'll reach out to her and we will have her at some point soon. But she's just a great curator, a great
Mm-hmm.
explorer. Really thoughtful in what she's trying to put forward with everything. And so I really just respect and admire all the stuff she does. And that's just the sharing stuff. Like, I mean, and then she's really working on top of all that. So it's great. And then my last little section in the shares here is, we always talk about, we just love how many people are doing podcasts. Some of these things have grown and kind of, some of these shows have held on for a while. So of course, Shay and Anna, who we talked to for a
Mm-hmm.
couple of episodes. So both of them, Carol Salva from early
Mm-hmm.
on, she's still
Mm-hmm.
doing her great show. Tesol Pop. There's a number of very good language learning podcasts and ELT podcasts out there. So go check some things out if you're interested. And I'm just grateful that they're out there giving so much of themselves in order
Mm-hmm.
to help other teachers.
Yes. All right. Well, my next item I'm thankful for is an actual item. An item, not
An item.
person. It's it's a resource I go back to over and over again. This is from way back when I was getting my K through 12 teaching credential.
Mm.
And I don't know if you're familiar with this title, but it's the Reading Teacher's Book of Lists.
You have mentioned it to me
Mm-hmm.
before. I don't think I
Mm-hmm.
have it, although I guess I now recognize I probably need to go get it
Mm-hmm.
if I can.
There was also an ESL, EFL te- uh, teacher's book of lists, which I also have, but the reading one, I just keep going back to it, and I find myself, yes, of course, I can use AI to generate a list, but this one is just ready to photocopy if I need to, and
Mm.
I'm sure it comes with a digital, like for a digital copy now. But I still have the original book, and I'm constantly looking for things to share with my teacher trainees. And there's just so many useful ideas around language and around reading and strategies. And they're just a quick and dirty. Here's a page. Here's what you need, and it's something that you can get started with, and then find other resources. So I really really recommend this book, the Reading Teacher's Book of Lists.
Yeah. Sometimes you get those books and they're just like they just last you for your
Yeah,
entire career.
just this is I'm one of those where I'm just like, man, we need a whole series of this. I'm sure there are more. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, there has to be, but this one.
Great. Excellent. All right. My next grateful. I'm going back to people,
Mm-hmm.
which is my publishers and editors. So this year I put out quite a lot. My book
Mm-hmm.
was published. The ELT toolkit through Tesol was published. I mean, I've done. Oh, I should also mention some of these magazine articles I've written. All these different people. So um, that stuff doesn't happen alone, right? Like you don't just write and just it just magically appears and looks good for everything. So there's been a lot of people that kind of helped me through so much of this on the back end. So I will just say briefly from Tesol, Tomiko, Gwen, and Sarah have just been amazing, really helpful for everything. From ISTE for the book. Uh, Valerie and Steph was my kind of weekly editor. She's just amazing. I'm also, there's other people that are everybody should be thanked for this. So it's like the Oscars, the music plays you off before you get too much going on. But I will also say Tara from ASCD for the columns that I'm also writing for Educational Leadership Magazine. So just everybody who kind of works in the background doesn't get all the credit all the time. They are appreciated by me, and they make my writing and the things that I put out a lot stronger as well. So thank you.
Very cool. All right. So I want to also share my gratitude for three kind of OG tools that
Mm.
they've stood the test of time.
Uh-huh.
One of them is Vocaroo.
Yay,
So we talked about
Vokaroo.
Vocaroo time and time again, but we tend to think that or expect that all of our students are going to be able to record and use mobile devices that have microphones, and that's not the case,
Mm.
especially overseas. And Vocaroo provides a platform that is very easy to use for students. No need to sign in, and you can just record simple sound files, and that's just such a valuable tool. And it still exists with this very simple green
It's so
interface, and
great.
I love it.
So
So
good.
Vocaroo is one. Padlet is one that has really taken off, especially with the integration of AI.
Mm.
I still like that they have kept it affordable for people who may not be able to purchase the premium options, but there's enough that can get you started and you can use it. So I really appreciate that they're not cluttering it up too much. We'll
Mm-hmm.
see. We'll see where next year takes us, but I think
Kahoot.
yeah.
If you're talking about a cluttered page, geez.
Oh
But
man.
Padlet, yeah.
So Padlet. Padlet is great. And then we've talked about DuckDuckGo browser. It's focuses on privacy. And one of the things that I appreciate is that now they have their Duck video player, which means you can watch YouTube videos without all of those unexpected advertisements that sometimes are inappropriate in our
Mm.
class. You can also have a Duck email, which means it'll mask your email, and you can simply have an email with at duck.com. And who doesn't want
Oh yeah.
a duck.com email? So again, it's very simple to use. It has bells and whistles, but it doesn't give you a headache trying to figure it out. So
Nice.
I'm thankful for those.
Indeed, indeed. All right. So my last uh group that I'm thankful for
Mm-hmm.
is, and this is not just mine, although it is mine, my
Mm-hmm.
students, right?
Mm-hmm.
The reason we come to work every day, the
Mm-hmm.
people that we are learning from and teaching to, all of them are just such amazing and interesting people, and there's so much kind of fascinating stuff going on in their lives, and then like when they share or whatever else is going on with that as they're growing, I think we have to remember how our job is to help people, but I'm so thankful to them too for also opening up
Mm-hmm.
and trusting me with their education, right? All of those things. And so kind of keeping in mind the gratitude for our own students and what they offer to us is front and center for me these days.
Okay, so we said we're thankful for big and small.
Mm.
And here's the big one. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so the biggest, I know it's not a thing.
Do we need like a drum roll?
Drum roll. Okay, we are so thankful for you, our loyal audience, newer
Yes.
and OG longtime listeners. Thank you for your ideas, comments, thoughts, and inspiration. There are so many episodes that have come out of conversations with you.
Hmm.
So, I think it's worth saying that we would not be here without you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so we are so thankful for being open and listening to us on whatever basis you do, and also for reaching out when you do, for sharing the show when you do, for applying some of the strategies. I've had people who say, "Oh, I like this strategy," or "I thought about this," or "I listened to this." And it's like, "Oh, you listened. I'm sorry." But we are so thankful. And I don't think there goes a episode that goes by where we're not always thinking about our audience. So
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you all for listening, and you deserve all the turkey and cornbread or whatever
all
the
the fixins,
vegan options or
all the
whatever
fixins.
health options you need for that. Yeah, the fixins as well. So so much. There is much to be thankful for, and I am currently building my survival and thrival skills by pushing them forward.
It is time for our fun finds. And this time I have discovered, well, not really discovered, someone shared with me a Jordanian singer named Silawi. He
Hmm.
went viral on TikTok during the pandemic, and his songs are really good. They have good beat. They're kind of a lot of love themes. And even if you don't speak Arabic or understand, I think you would appreciate it. So I am linking his YouTube. So check it out. Silawi.
Awesome. I am going to share a bakery which is local, but there's at least a couple of them. It's called Bag of Cakes, and there's one in Fullerton and one in Irvine, and there might be others. Um, they kind of make these like gourmet cake slices and pastries and all these things. So not super cheap, donuts as well, but very good. We found them. They had like they have all these really excellent little kind of unique ones. I can never pronounce it right,
What's your
but
favorite?
Koinaman, is that right? Koinaman, something like that. There's uh, someone out there is just dying. They're like, how do you not know the name?
It's me. I'm
Actually,
dying.
yeah, well, my and my wife too. She'll anyways. Creme brulee, cream donuts, really good in there. Anyways, they have lots of different excellent choices. So if you are in the Orange County area and want to try a different kind of bakery that's focused on sweets, then that is Bag of Cakes, and they also have a couple savory options as well.
All right. For the show notes and other episodes, check out diesel.org/130 for episode 130. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram at dieselpod. You can also find me at Ixie_Pixie_. That's Ixie_. Yeah, sorry, I messed that up. Ah!
PIXY underscore
Yes, two underscores.
double underscore after
Mm,
the first one
mm, mm.
and the
Now this
second.
is complicated. Don't find me.
I'm out there at Brent G. Warner. Thank you guys so much. We hope you have a great Thanksgiving, and we will see you in
Be
December. Take
safe.
care. Bye.